Hey everybody, this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com. A couple weeks ago, I did a pretty thorough review of the BV350 scooter and my thoughts on it because I have one personally and I've ridden one pretty extensively as my commuter. A couple things I did want to touch on that I didn't talk about with this specific touring model. Obviously the color, and it's got a couple extra badges and some subtle differences on the trim, but it also includes, for $100 extra as part of this package, it's $100 over the standard BV350, is the Piaggio Multimedia platform, which is a Bluetooth interface that's in the scooter. I've covered it in the past on the GTS, and I'll just be frank with you, I'm kind of about it. It's not the greatest connectivity, I don't find it that useful. If I had it on my own bike, I probably would never use it. But I want to show it to everybody because it may be useful to you in many ways because it has more functions than just what the standard dash does. So let's go right into it. I'll show you what the Piaggio Multimedia platform does on the BV350. So the first time you turn on the device, or your phone, set it to Bluetooth, where you can discover new Bluetooth devices. Turn on the scooter, you're gonna see one called BT Router. And go ahead and select that device. And then you're gonna enter the pin of 4 zeros, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros, hit pair, and it should connect to the BT Router, which is the Bluetooth device that's built into the scooter. And then you can connect to the Piaggio PMP app. You can download the app. It's just Piaggio Multimedia platform. There's also a Vespa version, a Aprilia version. They all pretty much do the same thing. Go ahead and connect to the app. And we'll say connection successful to PMP. You could change the units to miles per hour, miles per gallon. So it shows you instant miles per gallon. We'll start the scooter. Shows your RPMs, something you don't have on the dash. You just got a basic fuel gauge, speedometer. It does read a little bit of miles, because the rear tire does spin a little bit. So if I hit the brake, you'll see it turn off. Shows you your torque. The cool thing is you could change any of these readings. Eco ride is kind of how efficient you're riding the scooter, obviously your speed versus your miles per gallon. The instant fuel economy is obviously not accurate when we're not rolling. Slip is how much your traction control is slipping. I don't know why you'd want to look at this when there's a problem. The roll is just the accelerometer in the phone. It's nothing that special. So pretty much to use this app, you need to put some means of mounting the phone on your mirror. Sorry, I'm moving the camera, or moving the phone around. So I'd suggest like a RAM mount if you want to use this app. But you get these 4 outside minor parameters you could change, and then you could change the various ones on the center. And obviously accelerations is, it's using the G-force sensor, the accelerometer is in there, but probably the most useful one would be your average miles per gallon, battery voltage, water temperatures, warmed up a little, average speed. Bike's been here in the showroom, so none of that stuff's very accurate. And then your speed. And I'll warn you, just like the original speedometer on most Piaggio products, it's not very accurate. Your GPS is going to be a little bit more accurate than the wheel speed of these scooters. And that's pretty much all the parameter stuff that you see. There's some other things such as a map. It will pull up a map. There's where we are. Find fuel stations. But my personal opinion, you can use Waze or Google Maps, and it would far exceed trying to use the Apple Maps that are built into here. Trip computer, you could record some of this stuff. Let's see. I think that's the user manual to the scooter. You can access all the pages to it. You may find that useful instead of looking at the paper version. Here's the manual for the app, which is that exclamation mark. And obviously the first thing I did not show is selecting what vehicle. You know, the MP3, got the SuperTech, HPE, GTS, and the BV350 is pretty much all you get here in North America that supports this app. And the settings is right here, the units. You can have the touchscreen lock while you're riding, so if there's any speed, you can't access anything, but you can turn that off. It kind of gives you a warning that you shouldn't be playing with your phone while riding. But that's pretty much the gist of what you get out of this app. If you're asking for Robot's opinion, I don't know if I'd ever really load this app. I've played with it a couple times. I've never found it useful enough to want to leave my phone on to look at my instant miles per gallon or anything more than what's on the basic speedometer and gauge. You know, I know there's a lot of motorcycles out there that have more sophisticated instrumentation. It's just easier to use with physical buttons that are integral with the controls of the vehicle or the motorcycle scooter. I find those to be much more useful than playing with an app on a two-wheeler. That's enough of my rant on this app, but just want to show you what it's all about. So this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport. Until next time, ride safe.